All right, I'm going to play with the big boy here again. Testing number 2. The first test was conducted on my first TikTok live. Again, I apologize. I didn't realize they didn't save the live recording. So yeah, it's kind of gone there. So here's what it is. All right, so we got them all primed up. Let's do a radio check here. All right, we got the steering turned around the wrong way. We had it on the other car. All right, let's see if the throttle's right. Should be right, I believe. Okay, so let's give it a fire. There she is in all her glory. Oh yeah. We're gonna run it up and down here, just kind of have a little bit of fun, break it in a little bit better. Kind of see where everything's at. I'm not gonna I might get a speed on it eventually later, but I'm not really interested in that today. I just want to see how it's running. I put new screws in the front, so all those are taken out. All the shit's redone. I put the new bumper on. I straightened up the wheels pretty good, so I just want to see where it's running. Now this has 2549 gearing, so it's going to be set up for more high end, not so much on the low end. I'm still not exactly happy with these gears. I may eventually change them out because I just think it puts too much stress on the clutch. Not so much the drivetrain because this thing ain't going off the road, but I don't know. We'll have to see kind of what everything is. I mean, it's the whole purpose of this video here. I want to see what I'm getting out of it. I know I was getting about 40 mile an hour before, and I still don't have room to really crank it, but you know, I can open it up a little bit here. Kind of see how it takes off on the line there, and that's what I'm more interested in. I mean, it doesn't do terrible, but I think it can be better. A little sluggish, I do believe. So I'm going to be looking for some different gears. Maybe I'll go 1955 on this, see where it's at. I don't know. Now watch on the takeoff here. This is something that I'm not really happy with. When it takes off, it's a little bit on the sluggish side. I mean, that should be a little bit faster than that. So that's all gears right there. I mean, it does okay, but it's still a little bit on the sluggish side, so I'm just going to drive it around a little bit, kind of break a few things in, see where everything's at. I want to see how straight it's running. Okay, so this test right here, I'm just going to basically run it straight, and I want to see how it's running. Okay, so what I got here, I got it over there on one of those lines. I'm going to try to run it straight as I can and just kind of see where it ends up down here. I want to see how it kind of follows the line here. So let me run over here and see if it's actually lined up like I think. So here we go. All right, now I had to touch the steering there at the end. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it ran out probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 feet. So it's got a little bit of a drift to the left. So let me see if I can kind of dial this in a little bit. I'm gonna run it straight towards me and see if I can tell which way it's going. Okay, so it's not too bad on the dump there. Tried to do a little bit of a power slide with it. That wasn't too terrible. I just think them gears are too high, at least for this engine here. I don't think it's gonna really do it a lot of justice, so I will be changing those out, I'm pretty sure. I have several sets at the house. I just don't know what they are. So I'll probably be switching to one of those, kind of testing things out, seeing where everything's at, and then I'll settle on something from there. But I think I have something either close to, if not right on, the 1955 gear, so it's kind of what I'm going to see. So we're going to give this a little bit of a look over here. There's my gearing, guys. 25, 49. And I think that's just too much for this truck. So I'm going to be changing that out. But everything else looks like it's holding up pretty good. Let's check our bolts and stuff here. Let's check our bolts and everything on it, see where everything's running there. Make sure we're not getting everything out of whack here. All right. All right, so everything looks pretty damn good, really. Nothing's backed out too much. Actually, I don't see anything that's really backed out. Yeah, I just don't like them gears. And they're also pretty hot too, so. And then the spacer behind the exhaust there, I put there kind of out of necessity. I may take that out, I'm not sure. I kind of wanted it because I wanted to get that thing back a little bit further to make the mounting work at the bottom, but I don't know that I'm really doing myself any justice. I think maybe it's building up some heat. I don't know. So I talked to a couple people and they say take them out, so I don't really know what to do with it. I'm kind of at a loss on that one there. But test number 2 seemed to be very successful as well. It's running up and down pretty good. So now I think I've got the tires pretty well situated. I know the backs turn in a little bit. That's on purpose. The fronts, they're pretty close. I'm not real worried about them. Most of that could be trim in the steering servo. So I'll play around a little bit with that. And then my next goal is probably going to be switching this gears out, checking out, you know, what gears I need to have in this damn thing. I'm guessing something closer to 1955. Only thing is, the 1955 doesn't give you a lot of top end, but this is a street runner, so I want a little more top end. So I don't know. We're gonna kind of investigate that a little bit and do some trial and error here, kind of see where things are at, and then go from there. But I really enjoy this thing here, so I'm gonna play around with it for a minute, kind of stretch its legs, and you know, just kind of open it up a couple times and see where it's at. So that's going to be it for this video here. And the next time you see this out, we should have the different gears on it, and possibly even the body done at that point. I'm not sure. So we're going to check that out later. But I still have to put the body kit on there. I started it with the front here, so I've just been kind of lazy about doing it. Plus the body isn't done yet, so there's really no rush. So so far though, this has turned out to be one hell of a toy. It started off, like I said, as a leftover pieces, and it's got a stock engine on it pretty much, and it's already pretty decent. I do a little bit of tuning on it, change the gearing and everything, and I should be able to increase this thing pretty good. I don't want something to go more than like 50, 60 mile an hour anyway, so I do believe this will hit that, maybe even at its current setup, but I'm afraid that I might be damaging parts by, you know, continuing to run it too much here as far as the clutch and everything goes. So I'm going to kind of take it a little easier on those parts. You know, I know things are kind of hard to get a hold of right now anyway, so I don't want to push my luck on that. So we're just going to try a couple things, go down a little bit, come up a little bit, you know, just see where we think we need to be at. Anybody have any comments or anything that you think I need to do on this thing here? I'm always open to ideas. I'm always open to suggestions. So leave me a comment, man, and tell me what you think. Tell me what you would change, how you thought it ran, you know, whatever. I switched back down to 25-to-1 on the fuel mix. Gonna try that out as well. You know, it gives me a decent amount of smoke. I'm noticing a little bit more sluggish difference, which is okay. I'd rather lubricate the cylinder better. I was running more like a 30 or 40, somewhere in that neighborhood, 30-to-1, I think, 32-to-1, whatever. But to me, it doesn't matter that much, as long as I don't want to go like I was running for a while at 50-to-1, and I didn't really feel like the compromise on the cylinder and stuff was worth the extra horsepower. It didn't give it that much more anyway, so I back down. Now on this truck here, it's not been ran on anything more than like 32-to-1, so I plan on keeping it more closer to that or 25-to-1. So we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, that's going to be the next step here. We're going to change out the gears and give it another little run here, and then eventually here we should get it up to where we can actually take it out and rip it against other trucks. That's kind of my plan here. So I got to find some places to go, for one, and for two, kind of got to get all the little kinks worked out. So that's what we're doing now. Again, if you guys have any ideas, suggestions, comments, whatever, you know, leave them below here, and we can start cranking on them. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Make sure you stay cracking. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. We got a lot coming. Thank you.